I'm here in Spain at the Chocolate Academy in Vic, and how exciting is it that I've got the opportunity to have a one-on-one chat with Ramon Morató. I'm going to speak to him about his inspiration, what he sees as future trends in our industry, and lots of exciting things that you may not have known about Ramon. Here with Ramon Morató from the Cacao Lab here in Spain. Thank you so much for talking to us. Ramon, can you tell me a little bit about how you started your career in patisserie?
It was like an accident because my family, there's no any relation with business, and I'm studying mechanician in the beginning, and in some moment during the weekends I work in a pastry shop, and then I start to like the possibility to touch with my hands the products and so on. I be in love with the job. I say I want to be pastry chef, and I start in the pastry shop close to my house for a couple of years, and then the problem is that the owner promised me that I will send you to Barcelona to study pastry and so on. I will take care of you and so on. And basically I spent 2 hours just cleaning. And after 2 hours I say, no, I need more, I like this. And one day I say, okay, I'm leaving. I need more. And basically this guy is telling me, you'll never be a good pastry chef. And I think that seeing this, I'm super happy. Because in life, always you need somebody motivating. And it was like a positive thing. And I have a good relation with this guy, but it was like a kind of motivation, because look at today, everybody has the opportunity to learn from online classes, like your school, from books, from everything. When I start, and okay, I'm old, but I'm not so old. But when I start, I remember that in some pastry shops, they divide the recipes in order to avoid that you have the full recipe. So today this is impossible.
So they wanted to protect everything, so you couldn't copy them.
Yeah. So this is why I always think that maybe if this guy don't tell me this, I will be in this place for all my life, doing croissants or other things. And it was like a kind of a motivation, and I'm super happy because I have the opportunity to cross a lot of people, meet and learn.
You've had an amazing career. What made you specialize in chocolate?
I'm lucky guy because I live in a place where there's more pigs and cows than people, and in this place there's a factory. In the past called Chocovic, and I live at 5 minutes to this factory. And all my life when I was kid, with the car of my parents, I see this factory, but I never imagined that I can walk. And after winning my kind of a MOF in Spain, the best pastry chef in Spain,
what year was that?
It was in '97. This guy is calling me, and I feel like a kind of astronaut saying, wow, these guys from the chocolate factory, they calling me because they want to open a school. And they need for somebody working full-time in this project. And I say, okay, yes, I can do. And this is why I start my relation with the chocolate. And because in this factory there's amazing people, like people from R&D, people from engineers and so on, I start working in the kitchen, but in the same time having lucky to discuss some things with these guys.
What do you think makes a successful pastry chef?
Well, basically, as you already know, because I suppose that you agree, is working and be curious. And this is something that I want to tell you, because today I see a young generation, people like, I don't know, my friend Miquel Guarro, or my friends from here from the Academy, Enrique and so on. I always tell you, guys, you have 28 years, you have 30, and you are super passionate. The most difficult thing is to be passionate always. because in the end, the life is not a 100 meters race, is a kind of a marathon. And the most important or the most difficult thing is to be still curious. And for example, when I finish my book, I feel like I have one of my dreams, I finalize one of my dreams, and when I finish my book, I feel it like empty, saying, okay, I already do this. I feel like the month after making my book, I don't want to touch chocolate. Because I feel like, okay, it's something that I already do. This is a past for me. And recuperate this kind of, no ambition, but this kind of curiosity. And this is something that, for example, today, I feel like super curious, like super happy.
Do you like the science of chocolate and patisserie, or do you like the artistry, or in equal amounts?
I like the science. I like more the technology, the science. Understand why it's happening this when you cook a brownie or when you cook a financier. I feel like super excited when somebody from science or ourselves, when we discover that, look at, if you crystallize or not a ganache, you have different results, and one result is from this, from that. I feel super excited because it's something that later I can explain to the people. So basically, I like to learn, and I listen books at home, or I like to discuss with people from science, only to have information and then share. This is what I like. In life, what I like the most is to teach courses, basically.
If we talk about chocolate and chocolate products, you're completely surrounded and involved and a leader in the world in chocolate. Is there any new recipes, concepts, or types of chocolate you think we'll see emerging into the market?
In the past years, there's a big trend on the origins, on the plantations, on the kind of DNA of the origin of the product. No, this is followed. This is the same in actually, but I think that more and more is what the people is looking for is the authenticity of the flavors, the diversity of flavors, and this is the difficulty, because we receive cocoa from all over the world, from the different places, and the most difficult thing is to respect the original flavor that nature gives us, and this is the difficulty. But I think that in the future, if we are able to really respect these kind of flavors and reproduce, because one thing is do small batches in bean to bar, small quantities, and maybe one day you are lucky and you do the best chocolate in the world. But maybe the day after, the repetition is not the same, because the difficulty to get beans and sometimes the difficulty to repeat the same processes and so on. But if in the future we are able to have, I don't know, a collection of 10 origins or chocolates, difference like a collection of different colors, difference in taste like this with a big difference, and repeating this in the not only for the first production, repeating this in the next, this is going to be for me, this is the key.
Ramon, where do you see the future of patisserie and chocolate? Do you see any particular trends?
There's a lot of trends. Of course, I think that the first one is the less sugar, less fat. But in the same times, we need to do this because it's a trend and it's for the healthy and so on. But in the same time, we need to communicate more. We should communicate more and explain the benefits of the pastry to our customers, because sometimes it's not only saying, look at, I reduce sugar, but there's a lot of things to explain. When we use, it's not only, for example, replacing fats, it's just maybe sometimes explaining, look at, I use olive oil, or I use a good fat, or cocoa butter is a good fat. And in life is all about balance. The life is a recipe, and our recipes is the same. So we should explain a bit more on this. But about trends, yes, this one, the vegan is going to be is already a trend. But more than the trend, more than in a product, when we speak about the trends, I think that is the way to sell the product.
If you enjoyed that episode, you will love my channel. Subscribe today for even more tutorials on chocolate and baking. Best of all, it's free, so get on it.